Hey guys, yet another Fingo here on YouTube. So today I'm going to show you what's inside this Devotion limited edition physical game set. I've just received it a few days ago and it's pretty interesting because right now it's actually the ghost month in Taiwan. So I don't know if they did this on purpose, but I think it is the perfect timing and I'm really excited for it. So let's just go ahead and see what's in here. This game set is only available in Taiwan, and we had only a week to pre-order it, so of course I immediately bought it after I heard about it. After waiting for 3 months, I finally got it. So this is what the box looks like. It has the fictional goddess on the cover, and the back is just some descriptions of the product. Inside the cover, there's another layer inside. At first glance, it might not seem clear what it is. Looks like a poster of an old movie. But when you flip it sideways, you might recognize what it is from your childhood if you are born in the 90s as I do. It's a videotape. At the back, it's a description of the movie. I think the main actress is supposed to be Mei Xing's mother. I especially like the details to represent that it's really old and a bit distressed. So I was right, it is a videotape. For those of you who are too young to know what it is, it's what we use to record TV shows and watch videos. So you put it in a machine like this and the video will play. I even found some old ones in my house from my parents. Anyway, back to the unboxing. Once you open the box, there's a small card that looks like a poster. But inside there's a thank you note and a list of what's included in the game set. Next, we have a yellow tulip made out of cardboard. At the back there's a signature from Mei Xing and a little drawing. The next thing is a sticker of the cartoon character Mei Xing liked. If you remember it from the game, there was a commercial of her chocolate and the sticker was said to be included. Then we have this children's book from the game. It was so much smaller than I imagined, but I guess it was just for a collection. Inside the book, it's all the same as in the game. There are even drawings of Mei Xing already in here. And again, we have this cartoon character. I think it's appropriate to put the yellow tulip bookmark here, so I did. And at the end of the book, there's another drawing of the whole family, happy before the tragedy happened. Now this is the most important part, which is the actual game. On the outside, it is designed as the logo of the singing competition show, and on the one side, it is the USB which includes the game file. Last, there is a bookshelf for our tiny children book. However, I don't find this particularly useful. Honestly, when I assemble it, it's so unstable and collapses so easily, and it doesn't look good as a decoration itself. This is the only part in this game set that I didn't like, but in general, I'm extremely satisfied. I'm really enjoying this game set right now, and I can't wait to play the game all over again. So next, I'm going to share some cultural facts in addition to the previous videos, because after I made them and rewatched them, I realized that I've missed out on some details that I think would still be pretty interesting to share. So I decided to add them into this video. Firstly, I'm going to cover the game Detention. I'm going to talk about Instructor Bai, The English translation calls him an instructor, but you might notice that he is armed and dressed more like a military force than an instructor at school. That's because he is. In Taiwan, we have military instructors in all high schools. They are different from teachers, they are from the army. They dress like army in school, they have the right to control students with discipline. It makes a really special feature in Taiwanese school. It was in the past introduced as a way to control the mind of the students, to make them obedient to the country, so to speak. That's why you see Instructor Bai continuously ask for evidence for the book club, which they consider deviant. Of course, nowadays they are no longer like that. They are mostly the same as teachers, except they teach us military education. Next, I want to talk about the puppets. This is a significant cultural asset in Taiwan. I can't believe I left that out in the previous video. It is basically the Taiwanese puppet show. It is usually played in front of a temple, therefore ties it to a religious background as well. I'm going to show a clip of a puppet show I recorded at a temple near my place. We even have an extremely popular puppet show series on the television aired 3 decades ago. It is a classic. But under the martial law, this puppet show was also banned along with almost all Taiwanese songs that appears in the game. They even go on and introduce another type of the show using these puppets to brainwash the people to hate on communism and Russia, which is why the supposedly joyful play appeared to be so dark in the game. Moving on, I'm going to explain why in the game you are asked to throw 3 dice into a ball, which will later turn into teeth. It is a popular gamble game in Taiwan called Shibala. There is usually a host and there are different types of rules and ways to play. This game is also commonly played at the sausage stand. Lastly, we have an Easter egg that even I didn't notice when I played the game. The following is one of the songs on the radio. And it is actually our national flag anthem backward and distorted. This is what it sounds like normally. Moving on to the game Devotion. The first thing I'd like to talk about are these dolls in the game. They look extremely creepy. And these are actually dolls made out of papers that we use in the funeral. They usually come in a pair, a boy and a girl. These two will take the spirits to the afterworld and will be the person's servants there. The last thing I'm going to talk about is this thing in the game. It is actually a children's game in Taiwan. The direct translation of the game would be plum flower, when will it blossom? So one person in the middle have to guess which month the plum flower will blossom. And as shown in the game, other kids will surround that person. The person keeps guessing until they finally gets it, then it turns into a tag your it game. Whoever gets caught, they will be the next to be in the middle. So moving on, I'm going to share with you a personal story happened to my grandfather that I forgot to include in the previous video. It is related to the historical background of the game 返校 detention. So if you could remember, this happened during the time when the Chinese army first came to Taiwan and the Japanese colonization just ended. So my grandfather, he is from Jiayi, which is the southwest of Taiwan. During that time, he was still very young, and as I've heard, he was once forced to witness a public execution in front of the main station. When I heard this, I was very shocked because obviously this didn't happen a long time ago. In general, I'm just happy that he was able to live through that period and is able to witness the democracy that has been developed in Taiwan. But stories like this, including the video games, including the real-life events that happened to my family member, these all makes me feel so grateful of the freedom that I have today. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for all the heartwarming comments that I have been getting. I apologize for the late reply, but I do try my best to get to all of them. And again, thank you for learning about our Taiwanese culture and history and support the game made in Taiwan. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!